Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's my channel, Lydia. It is not my YouTube channel. Everyone knows it's YouTube. Now you might be thinking, hold on a minute, it's Wednesday and that's when we used to get videos, but now we get them Tuesdays and Thursdays, but sometimes we don't get them on Tuesdays and Thursdays because sometimes Lydia doesn't upload because Lydia is really pernickety about things and likes to push videos live herself. So basically I have a busy few months ahead. It's been a crazy few weeks and there's been lots going on. So with that in mind, I thought I needed to take some of the pressure off myself for the moment and just go back to my usual schedule because it was becoming a little bit much. So I hope that's okay with you. Everyone on Twitter was like, woo, you just do what you gotta do, but I hope that's okay with everyone on here as well. It better be because it's gonna be Wednesdays and Sundays anyway. So right now I'm having a little bit of a moment when it comes to shoes. I've gone a little bit crazy and I've changed up my usual style when it comes to footwear, and I thought that I would show you what I've been buying over the last few weeks. If you follow me on social media, I'm sure you guys already know what I'm going to talk to you about today and how many pairs I'm going to show you and blah blah blah. If you don't, I've become a little bit obsessed with one type of shoe or one brand of shoe in particular, and I've bought quite a few of them. So today's video is a spring footwear haul and it is so sunny outside right now. I can't even begin to express to you how much of a good mood it's putting me in. It is springtime and I'm not going to let anyone tell me otherwise. I just went outside without a coat again and it was absolutely fine. I took Lumi for a walk and she loved it just as much as I did as well, so it's definitely spring. So the first pair of shoes that I am going to show you today you will have definitely seen before on this channel. But the thing is I feel like the obsession started because of these shoes. I'd never really been interested in them until I got these, and I felt like because these are still in stock, it would be good to kick things off telling you a little bit more about them, and they are a slightly more affordable option if you don't want to go like the whole hog into the brand in question, which I know you probably know they already are anyway. Oh my god, Lydia, stop rambling. So the shoes I am talking to you about at the moment are the Sarah Jessica Parker collection, which she designed with Manolo Blahnik, which is what we're going to get to. These shoes were an exclusive here in the UK to Net-a-Porter. I'm not going to lie, for a few weeks they sat in my wardrobe and I didn't really know what to do with them. Like, I'll always have a rip in my jeans or something like that, and I just felt like these were so pretty they might have been a little bit too pretty for me. Then one day I teamed them with a pair of ripped jeans and I was like, oh my god, this is what I've been waiting for. I can wear a pair of ripped jeans with shoes like this and feel like I've kind of made a little bit of an effort but still stay true to my style, and now I can't stop buying them. I have worn these so much that they've actually lost one of the gemstones on the front, which is a little bit sad because these are quite expensive. Not as expensive as the Manolo Blahniks themselves. I think these retail for about £420. So this is the pair that kick-started it all, but I would definitely say that there is quite a noticeable difference between these and actual Manolo Blahniks, but they are a good place to start, as I said. I got these in a size 38 and they have been lovingly worn ever since. Now, next up is a pair that you may not have seen me wearing just yet. These are brand new, they've still got all of the stuffing in, and these are the Hangisi style from Manolo Blahnik, and these were the pair that I actually went in to buy. I was like, I want the classic style. I've worn the Sarah Jessica Parker ones and I now know that I want to take the plunge and get myself an actual pair of Manolo Blahniks themselves. So I went into the new concession at Selfridges and I started trying on shoes. To be honest, their selection wasn't great. They didn't have a lot of sizes in, and a lot of the really bright colours, which was what I initially wanted, they didn't have in stock. So what I did do was go for a more pinky colour to contrast when I'm wearing with ripped denim, because I did feel like the grey was a bluey grey and it looked a little bit monotonal from my jeans. So I wanted something to contrast from that, and this was the perfect option. So this is quite an on-trend colour at the moment, so for this season this would be a good colour option to go for. Now, I don't know how comfortable these are because I haven't worn these ones yet. I haven't had a reason to, which I hope to have soon, but I am extremely excited to have an excuse to wear them soon. Now, the noticeable difference on this front part from the Sarah Jessica Parker ones is that this is much more intricate, much better made. Like, the other ones just kind of glued on, whereas these ones are all like clamped in. All of the gemstones are clamped in. They're a lot smaller, whereas the Sarah Jessica Parker ones are like quite big, and like I said, they're just kind of like glued on. So the Sarah Jessica Parker ones are a much cheaper option in comparison to these, which retail for £745 in Selfridges and Harrods. Now the next pair you will recognise from my last sit down video if you watched it. I hope you did. If you didn't, it's in the description box down below. But they are the Nadira style, and these are in the bright red colour, and I put this in my 5 items to have in your spring wardrobe video. So if you did want to watch it, I've linked it down there. But these were ones that kind of took me by surprise. I'd seen them on the website because I had been scoping out these Manolo Blahniks for a very, very long time. It wasn't just that I wore the blue ones and then I was like, oh, that's it, I'm gonna get them. I wore the blue ones, I wore them again, I wore them again, I took them travelling with me, which is always a good sign that I like a pair of shoes. And after taking them away with me a couple of times, I was like, okay, fine. Anyway, I'm gonna stop explaining myself because I really don't have to do that. But basically, I had seen these online and I looked at them and I was like, I'm not really that fussed, I don't really love it, I just want a classic pair, that's it. When I went into the Selfridges concession, I just happened to try these on because they actually had a lot more styles in stock and in different colours, and I wanted specifically a red pair. So I tried them on and fell in love. I am absolutely obsessed with these shoes, and I think the most important thing for me to note with these shoes is how comfortable they are. And I know that you would have heard me go on a lot about this in my last 2 videos, and I feel like I'm going on about it a lot, but in the same breath, they are so comfortable, like so comfortable that I can wear them day in, day out, and my feet don't hurt. Now, I know that some people won't care about stuff like that, but I do. I want to be able to wear heels. I am in the fashion industry and I want to be able to wear heels. They make me walk taller, they make me feel great, they make me love my outfits, and I've been on the hunt for shoes that are comfortable for a very long time. I feel like this is a search that quite a lot of women are on. And if I find a shoe that's comfortable, I'm going to tell you guys about it, and this is definitely one of them. Now, it's not got the highest heel in the world. This is a 10cm heel, and I've got to say that this is quite thin. So when I'm like walking, sometimes it can get like stuck down places, which is a little bit annoying, but it has sort of lasted. It's not ruined, which you kind of worry about with satin shoes. Now these ones retail for £715, and I got these ones in a size 38 because I felt like as my feet were like lower in them, there just needed to be a little bit more room and a little bit more comfort, so that's why I went for the 38 in this pair. And then finally, the brightest, most unlike me pair of shoes that I think I've ever bought. I mean, seriously, these are so unlike me, but I don't really know what happened. I thought that I would just pop into Harrods and have a look at their selection after being in the Selfridges one because I was a little bit like let down. It wasn't that great, there just wasn't that many colours and styles. So I popped into Harrods, and Harrods was another ball game. Like, their room for Manolo Blahnik is huge. They've got every colour, every style, even like the more fashion styles, and it was beautiful. And I tried these on like, whoa, they are so bright on camera. They're actually so bright in person as well. I knew after wearing the red ones so much that I was going to want to get some other colours in this kind of heel height and comfort. So even though I wasn't planning to, I knew that that was what I was going to eventually buy. So when I tried them on, I was just a bit like, oh, Lydia, if you love them, you love them. And so that was that. And these ones retailed for £715. So actually it's these ones that are £715 and the Nadiras were £765. So sorry if that's a little bit confusing. I'll pop it in the description box so you know for definite. But I got these ones for £715. So these are the cheapest ones out of all of them. And I was like, ooh, I'm gonna wear them. I'm gonna wear them on Saturday night. So that's what I did. I popped them on Saturday night to go out for dinner with Ali's family. And we went to the Ham Yard, and then we went to Spring for dinner, and we had a really lovely evening. But the only thing was, I was sat down at the Ham Yard and I was just kind of like, I wasn't even moving around a lot. I know that I'm quite an animated person and I'm like, ah! But I wasn't actually being over the top at that moment in time. And I was just sat there and all of a sudden my shoe got really loose and this part had actually snapped. Oh, I know I've got big wide feet, but I didn't think that they were that wide. Anyway, it just kind of came undone, which was a real shame. It was really embarrassing as well, walking around with like these attention grabbing shoes and they're like flapping around the place. But Harrods were amazing about it, and obviously I'd only bought them a few days before, so they just exchanged them, and I actually decided to get the 5 in these as well, because initially I'd got the 4.5. So I thought, maybe it's a sign I'll get the 5 just to give myself a little bit more room. I think that this is my favourite pair at the moment, if I'm being perfectly honest, because they are just so attention grabbing, so beautiful. The satin is... These are actually even more comfortable than the red ones because they've got this security on your feet. That's what I call it, security. And it just really locks your feet into the shoe. So if you're walking around London, which I do a lot of, this just keeps your foot in place and you feel very, very secure. It's also got a slightly larger heel cap on it, which is great. It means you don't fall down the little bits in escalators, which I do with the other pair. But these are, at the moment, my favourite ones, and I love them to bits. And I had a little bit of a drama with them. These are definitely my favourite ones at the moment. So that's it for my little mini Manolo Blahnik haul for spring. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I'd love to know which one of them is your favourite. Like, do you like the more muted tones, or do you like the real sort of bright and beautiful colours? Let me know in the comments below, because not that I'm going to buy any more or anything, but just so I know. If you did want to pick up any of the shoes in this video, I will have linked them down below as well if I can find them. There's not a great selection online, I'm not going to lie, but no. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button, because I can't get over how close we are to 400k now. It's literally blowing my mind. I would also love to know if there are any particular videos that you would like to see here on my channel over the next few weeks, because I'm doing a little bit of a schedule ahead and I would love to know what you guys are looking to see. I know that there's like handbag collections and shoe collections that everyone wants to see, and I am working on those, I promise. But anything else at all, please do let me know in the comments below. Other than all of that rambling at the end of this video, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that I will see you in my next video on Sunday. See you then. Bye. Such a twat, Lydia.